Hello folks, and welcome to this week's Hi-Fi News Etc. video after our little tangent from last week. This time around I have some news, I have 4 items for you, got a little hint and tip thing, but to begin with, trivia. This week we are continuing the home economics theme, and the question for you this time is this: which high-profile rock star says he only eats bread, potatoes, pasta and nuts, and recently said, and I quote, "I'm absolutely hopeless when I'm handed a menu in a restaurant. I go directly to the kiddies' meals. If I find baked beans, then the night is a huge success." One more time. Which high-profile rock star says he only eats bread, potatoes, pasta and nuts, and recently said, and I quote, "I'm absolutely hopeless when I'm handed a menu in a restaurant. I go directly to the kiddies' meals. If I find baked beans, then the night is a huge success." Who is the well-known figure who said that? Have a little think, and I will give you the answer. Please don't Google or anything like that, but I will give you the answer at the end of the video after all of this stuff. Hi-Fi News. Now here's an interesting story for more than one reason. Called the Turntable 2, Turntable 1 was released in 2021. This is a £20,000 limited edition turntable that has been launched by the one and only Brian ENO at the Paul Stolper Gallery. Using acrylic to highlight the LED lights, the Turntable 2 was on display at the gallery until 9th of March 2024. So, sorry chaps, you've missed it. And you could buy one of just 150 samples. There was another additional 20 artist proof of concept designs there too. Apparently the Turntable 2 displays a color scape based on unsynchronized light cycles, so that even, and I quote, when it doesn't have to do anything in particular, like play a record, it is a sculpture. The Turntable 2 measures 45 centimeters in diameter by 16.8 centimeters in height. Basically, it's a twin-speed belt-driven device, and it features an Audiophile 2M cartridge attached to a project tone arm. Question is, though, exactly what is that cartridge? It has an entirely white cartridge body, as if it was a mono cartridge, but if that was the case, then the cartridge would be white and the actual chassis would be black. So it ain't that. And then I thought, hang on a minute, is this the same cartridge as used on the Beatles' White Album turntable from Project? That was another limited edition, limited to 500 copies, I think it was, or 500 samples, and it is sold out. Now that included a limited edition 2M white, and I reckon it's that, which means Audiophile produced more than the limited edition 500 2M whites. I just can't imagine Audiophile restoring an entire line of cartridges for this one ENO project. Maybe they did. I can't imagine they did, though. I think they made a batch of spares, and that's what you're seeing here. Well, that's my guess anyway. And finally, all Turntable 2 samples arrive with an engraved edition number and a signature on the side. Next up, we have Audio-Technica wireless earbuds. They're called the ATH-CK S30TW Pluses. They are in-ear headphones, or earphones if you like, and they feature acoustic ducts and proprietary 9mm drivers. Audio-Technica also offer the Connect app to provide access to an ultra-low frequency equalizer. There are 4 additional equalizer presets comprising bass boost, beat dynamic, vocal and clear. These presets can be set as a favorite in the app, and they will be automatically applied to the earbuds with every listen, including active noise cancellation. They also feature hear through and talk through functions. Battery life is 6.5 hours from each earbud when fully charged, even with noise cancelling turned on, or 17.5 hours of use with both the headphones and the charging case fully charged. For those seeking an even longer battery life, noise cancelling can be turned off to give you 7.5 hours of use from each earbud, or 20 hours of use with the charging case as well. The units are IP55 waterproof and dustproof. You also get an out of range alert, which is useful, and there's also a product locator, so you shouldn't be losing these things anytime soon. Available in 4 colors: matte black, light beige, evergreen, or the unique translucent skeleton, which is a kind of translucent black. Price is either £89 or €99. Next, we have news from Edifier. They have a new wireless speaker called the D32. With a handmade wooden housing, the cabinet is acoustically treated, apparently to reduce resonance and distortion, while dual bass reflex ports enhance the bass. Fitted with 2 1-inch silk dome tweeters and 1 4-inch mid-bass driver, the speaker includes dual 60-watt Class D audio amplifiers from Texas Instruments. Bluetooth handles AAC and LDAC, which is a little bit of a surprise for a product in this particular category. Also ALAC, ALAC, the Apple AirPlay 2 codec, and it has an 11-hour battery life. Bluetooth version 5.3 is included. You also get USB-C, Wi-Fi, again Apple AirPlay, and an auxiliary port. Weighing in a tad over 3 kilograms, the box measures 250mm by 162 by 179. The D32 is compatible with the Edifier Connex app, which also features a suite of EQ settings to tweak the sound envelope. I have a pound price for you, 189.99. Next, we have a Bluetooth transceiver from McIntosh called the MB25. Basically, this allows you to integrate Bluetooth streaming capabilities into virtually any high-end home audio system from any era. As a transceiver, the MB25 can function as either a Bluetooth receiver or transmitter at any given time by setting the switch on the back panel to the proper setting. In receiver mode, you can stream audio from compatible Bluetooth devices to the MB25, and then you can use the variety of output connections to play the audio through those particular sound systems. In transmitter mode, you can stream the music from physical media sources like, I don't know, CD or vinyl to Bluetooth-enabled headphones or speakers. The MB25 supports aptX HD and AAC codecs. It's compatible not only with Bluetooth streaming devices, as I say, but also physical media sources, such as those CDs and turntables. Designed as a compact standalone unit, the MB25 requires no third-party apps for operation, with a transmission range of up to 150 feet, which is just over 45 meters, which is helped by that external antenna. The MB25 is a successor to the earlier MB20, adding an illuminated front glass panel showing audio signal rates and connection type. You can select the desired input in transmit mode, and there is power control, so the MB25 can be easily turned on and off with the rest of a McIntosh audio system if it's hooked up to that system. Again, I have a pound only price just for now. It is £850. That's your HiFi news. Let's have a hint, a tip. Just a quickie aimed at those using a mobile device as a source who might wish to broadcast the internal content of that device to a HiFi system of some sort, output into speakers or even headphones via Bluetooth. Now, I've mentioned codecs a few times in this particular video. Just keep an eye on the codec you are using, especially if your device supports several such codecs. Now, codecs can seriously change the nature of the final sound, in that it can sound good or bad. That is, if you access, for example, LDAC as a codec, the final sound quality will be far nicer than if you're using, say, SBC or even AAC. So I ask you to take note, because it is at least possible that your device or the link you have made with other equipment may result in the wrong codec being selected automatically. For example, I have had aptX, just the basic vanilla aptX, chosen for me during Bluetooth play when I assumed, and I certainly wanted, to hear my music being pushed through LDAC because it was supported on the same device. So check those settings, check what codec is currently being used, and manually switch over if the wrong codec is currently selected. That should help you maximize your Bluetooth sonic experience. And that's it, folks. Thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. But I owe you an answer, don't I, to that trivia question. Here's a reminder of the question itself. And the question is, which high-profile rock star says he only eats bread, potatoes, pasta and nuts, and recently said, and I quote, "I'm absolutely hopeless when I'm handed a menu in a restaurant. I go directly to the kiddies' meals. If I find baked beans, then the night is a huge success." Now, this one initially fooled me, because when I heard this quote, I originally thought of Ringo Starr. I think it was the baked beans thing. But no, the answer actually is Morrissey. The same Morrissey who won't allow meat products to be sold in venues where he is performing. He added, and I quote, "If you ever bring me out to dinner, it's important that you also bring a toaster." So now you know. Thank you very much for staying to the end of this video, and thank you again so much for all of your support. It is much appreciated. And I will be back next week with another one of these. Where are we? Friday. So, lost track of time, folks. Yeah, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say now. It's age, you know. Sad. It's a terrible thing. So I'll be back next Friday. There you go. And same place, same day. Don't know what time, because, you know, things happen. So definitely be there next Friday with another HiFi news. Hope to see you then. Hope to have your company. Until then, folks. Bye-bye for now.